Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Saturday evening session where today we are going to discuss about the project templates. Okay, what is project template? Basically, it is a framework of step-by-step tools in sequence you should be following while doing Lean Six Sigma project. Okay, see, ultimately, Lean Six Sigma is a project-driven methodology. We have to do the projects to deliver the results. Okay, whatever we have learned during our entire course content, these are the tools. All right, these tools have to be implemented in the real life project, in the process improvement projects, quality improvement projects, custom reduction projects, downtime reduction projects. So these are why we are hired as an employee, as a Lean Six Sigma expert, as a consultant, is to solve this problem, and these problems are solved with the help of projects. Okay, so what we have done, we have created the templates of the projects. You just have to follow those templates. Okay, and you are training, coaching, consulting, whether you are driving a project internally or you are driving a project as an external consultant, that these templates will be an amazing tool for you to just go through this step by step. Okay, so today what we are going to learn today is how to use these templates basically, and I want you guys to visualize the entire flow of DMAC and what you can say, constitute that, cement that flow in your subconscious mind. That is the main objective of this. And the tools, the frameworks, are the templates, by the way, are just the medium of creating that complete visualization and clarity in your mind. Okay, are you clear with the objective, what we are going to achieve? So I'm going to show you the template. We are going to see the entire flow DMAIC wise. Okay, just give me a quick yes in the chat box and let me share my screen with you. Super. So let me first take you to from where you will get these templates. Okay, very good. Anybody is aware of from where do we get these templates? In our LMS, it is already there. How many of you know? Just type in the chat box. Let me see your course content awareness. Yeah, what you can say, senior members would be aware of it. Let's see how many of you can give the answer. Nobody? Okay. Chalo, let me give you the answer. So in green belt, black belt, even in master black belt, as you scroll down in your course content, everybody listen to me. This is your LMS belt. Yes, course 1. Anybody who just type me box that is how did everybody just give me a thumbs up that you are aware of it. That's the basic step number 1 of starting our course content. Yes, the login and go to course number 1. That's the step number 1. Yes, just give me a quick thumbs up. The chat is up, right? Okay, yes. Can I get the thumbs up or okay or yes in the chat? Okay, good. Chalo, mil gaya. All right. So here we go. So in course 1, in course 2, in course 3, in all the 3 courses, course 1 is green belt, course 2 is black belt, course 3 is master black belt. We all know that. So in this, if you scroll down in this entire DMAC flow is completed. After that, look at this. This is analyze, this is improve phase, this is control phase, this is hackathon recording, this is sample questionnaire for the examination before preparation of the examination. There is a collection of 3 books. I have kept it for you specially. Okay, and here we go. These are the project management templates. Okay, so these are the templates where if you can, they are downloadable templates. By the way, there are some modifications we are doing. We are making them easier for you. I am giving you the pre-filled templates so that you can take that reference and do accordingly. Okay, so these are the templates over here exactly at the bottom. After that, there are reviews. Okay, by the way, You guys also can give the reviews, put your comments so that other people also will get some kind of motivation to go through this. All right, everybody understood where are the templates kept? Right at the bottom of the course content of all the three courses. Green, black, master black. Yes, just give me a quick yes in the chat box. And these are all downloadable content. You know, how do you come to know it is downloadable? You can see this. You can see here. You can see this. Let me just make. Okay, you can see this arrow. See, this is the video lecture arrow. So this is 52 seconds video where I explain what is this template all about. And wherever you find this kind of a symbol, that means it is downloadable template. Understand this? Okay. So these are Excel templates, define phase, measure phase, analyze phase, all are downloadable. You can see here, all are downloadable. Okay. Improve phase. But now I'll just take you through this and control phase templates. Okay. These are ready-made project templates. Download them and start using them in your projects. That is what is expected. Okay. Now, that's what I said. We are modifying these templates now. We are putting some more information, some good examples and samples for you guys so that you guys can easily follow those templates. Okay. Yes. So once you download the template, these templates will be used for our project training and coaching. Now, how do we use it? That is what I'm just taking you through this. All right. So these are simple Excel template looking like this. So this is what you can say. These are the simple Excel templates. Now understand this. Understand the flow of it. Okay. Now, in green belt or black belt, generally we get the project already identified, because we all know master black belt or consultant or the top management, these are the people who decide the projects, which projects to be done as priority. And generally for yellow belt, green belt, black belt people, we get the project directly. All right. Now here you can see the step number 1. This is that template 1, define phase template 1. First sheet, there are multiple sheets here. You can see at the bottom, CTQ drill down, Kano model, baseline trend, project chart, and so on and so forth. Okay. So let me just, just a second. Let me share it once again. So the first one is voice of customer, VOC. Now, there are two types of projects generally. One is externally driven project and second is internally driven project. One comes from voice of customer, second comes from voice of business. Okay. Now, today I'm not going to go to the each and every tool. The objective is to show you the template and connect the entire flow, visualize the flow in your mind. Okay. So first, voice of customer, affinity, CTQ drill down, and Kano. These are the 4 sheets in the beginning of define phase. Let me repeat. Voice of customer, affinity, CTQ drill down, and Kano model. These are the 4 steps in this green belt template are for externally driven projects. If your project is externally driven from voice of customer you have identified, then you have to follow these templates. Otherwise, you can skip these templates if your project is internally driven. Now, let me quickly give you some examples of externally driven voice of customer against voice of business. Okay. Now, for example, there is service related complaint, service related feedback. Okay. Market feedback. These are Okay, service related, market feedback related, or customer complaint, or you have sales return. All are voice of customer driven projects. Are you understanding? They are coming from the market. The challenges are coming from outside of the company. They are called as voice of customer driven, external driven projects. Are you clear with this? Just give me a quick yes in the chat box. Against what are the voice of business? Voice of business are internal projects. Okay. For example, employee attrition is an internal project, voice of business. Okay. Then machine downtime, right? Or changeover time, right? Or internal rejection, or average call handling time, HT. All these are internal, the driven projects. Understand it? So these, once you have VOC, VOB separated, now if you are VOC driven project, yes, right? If you have VOC driven project, OE improvement, yes. So VOEB में OE भी आएगा. Overall equipment effectiveness. OE. These are all internally driven project. Okay. Now, if it is voice of customer, then you use VOC, affinity, CTQ diagram, and Kano, and then you start the project. If you are voice of business, directly you start with the baseline trend. Are you clear with this? Just give me a yes in the chat box. You can see at the bottom there are different sheets in this entire template. Yes, when we say a project, on an average it is 3 to 4 months duration. On an average. Okay. Everybody clear with this? Just give me a quick yes in the chat box. Okay. So quickly I will go through this. This is collection of voice of customer. For example, I am not satisfied. Let me just increase it a little. So it says I am not satisfied with the hotel service. Interpretation is customer is not happy with the food quality. What is the category? It may be the quality, it may be the cost, it may be the lead time. That means the quality of the food, the price what customer has paid, he is not happy with the price what he has paid and what he has got, and the lead time of delivery. He has to wait for a very long time, correct? So these could be the categories of, so we have collected the voice of customer. Now then the affinity. What is affinity? Affinity meaning grouping together the voice of customer. Grouping together voice of customer, meaning, for example, let's say if we collect lot of voice of customers, lot of voices we collect, then we group together. Let's say hotel. Then there is one group called test and the food quality. There is another group which is service and speedy delivery, which is the delivery time. Then the third group is about hygiene and cleanliness. And the fourth group is about staff behavior, communication, hospitality, all this aspects. So, and related voice of customers are listed over here. You can see. This is called grouping. So first we collect voice of customers, then we group them together. Okay. Understand, this is just step by step you have to follow. Then critical to quality drill down, CTQ drill down. Now CTQs are, critical to qualities are the measurable attributes which can impact the quality, which can impact the satisfaction. Okay. Example, I'm not happy is the voice of customer. This is just one example I'm just going through. I'm not going through this entire CTQ drill down process. Okay. Then what we have understood that customer is not happy with the food quality. What is expecting is a better quality of food. And what are the drivers? Test, hygiene, hospitality. These are the drivers. What are the CTQs? Critical to quality attributes. Okay. So test, again, CTQs has to be measurable. Understand it. This is very, very important insight. All the CTQs have to be measurable. Test, measure it on the scale of 1 to 10. Hygiene, measure it. Hospitality, measure it on the scale of 1 to 10. Okay. So when they collect the data like that, then they identify their project, which is the test is current average is 5, so we have to improve it to 8. Hygiene is 7, we have to improve it to 10. Hospitality is 6, we have to improve it to 9. And so on and so forth. Clear? So this is how basically we collect the voice of customer. From voice of customer, we group them together, and then we do this CTQ drill down process. Now there is a method called Kano model. There is a model called Kano model, which you will find it in the Greenbelt define phase itself. Okay, Kano model is named after a very famous quality guru, I would say, Dr. Noriaki Kano. According to him, you can basically categorize these needs, okay, into 3 categories. Customer requirements into 3 categories. What he says is, it is called a must be characteristic, must be requirements. Second is one dimensional requirement, and third is delighter requirement. Now what is must be requirements? Those have to be there. For example, quality, hygiene, these are the must be characteristic. That's why everywhere you can see quality, hygiene, delivery times, these are exactly mandatory requirements. Absolutely, wo hona hi chahiye, right? Then what are the one dimensional? Okay, let's say for example delivery time. That's why one dimensional, they have included delivery time. Let's say delivery time, you are delivering the food on the table. The moment the order is given, on an average you are taking, let's say, 15 minutes. Okay, that is your baseline performance. Now from 15 minutes, if you reduce it to, let's say, 10 minutes, that is called your performance improvement. And that is a one dimensional requirement. Customer will always expect better and better and better from you. Are you understanding? So first is must be, and second is one dimensional. What is delighter? Delighter is something which is not expected by the customer, but if you deliver it, customer will be very happy, very delighted. For example, free baggage handling. Free baggage, that's it. That means, for example, you arrive at the hotel. Okay, yeah, I will repeat it. What is delighter? Let's say you arrive at the hotel, and you give the keys. The person will park your car and take your baggage and deliver it to your room. That is a delighter service. So you don't have to worry about taking out all your stuff, carry it. So hotel is what you can say, giving you this free baggage service. Now, yeah, I will explain one dimensional में लोगों को दिक्कत है, so मैं explain करता हूँ. Okay, I'll give multiple examples so that you can easily understand. Now coming back to must be is what is expected to be there. Delighter is not expected. Okay, some of the what you can say, some of the hotels give these services, like you just have to give them that I will check out tomorrow morning, and my flight is, let's say, there is a flight, let's say Indigo. Indigo का फिलहाल नाम लेना difficult, लेकिन imagine there is a flight, I'm flying with Indigo flight at 11 a.m. So those people will take my luggage, deliver it Indigo counter, and check in them. This is also delighter service. Okay, now must be and delighter is more or less clear. What is one dimensional? Let me explain you. For example, let's say this is the writing pen. Imagine, okay, this is a writing pen. So writing pen, what is a must be characteristic? Must be it should write. Okay, that's a must be correct. It should write smoothly. That's a must be requirement from the customer. What is one dimensional? Right? Just try to understand. Now, the average life of the pen is, let's say, 1 month. If I write with this pen, it would last for 1 month on an average, baseline performance. Okay. Now company has done some modification. Company has done some Six Sigma project, and now the life of the pen has increased to 2 months. Now that is called one dimensional improvement. From your 1 month, now you have gone to the next level. That is called one dimensional improvement. Another example, your car is giving, let's say, 20 kilometer per liter mileage. Now the company has done some modification in the engine, in the transmission system, the driving mechanism, and now it has started giving 25 kilometer per liter mileage. That is a one-dimensional improvement. Are you understanding? So cars starting in one crank, or in one button press, or braking system, these are the must be characteristic. The mileage would be one dimensional characteristic. Are you understanding? Now what would be the delighter? The moment car breaks down, okay, the service person will reach anywhere part of the India, the service person will reach in 15 minutes. That's the delighter. Are you understanding? Yes. So must be one dimensional delighter. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Why we say one dimensional? So see here, so to explain this, I need to go back to this diagram. Okay, understand this. Why it is called one dimensional is this. Okay. Okay, yeah, one dimensional क्यों बोलते हैं? It's a very good question. Now understand this. Let's say, now look at this diagram. Okay, even we are a little digressing, but let me explain this diagram. Okay, right now, yes. So these are the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, is what we are providing. Okay, for example, did not do it at all and did it very well. That means we haven't provided anything from on this end, and on the right hand side we did it extremely well. Okay, and on the y-axis, so this is x-axis and this is my vertical y-axis. Y-axis is a satisfaction axis. Bottom is customer is very dissatisfied, and top is customer is very satisfied or delighted. Clear? Have you understood this? X-axis is your features not there at all on the left hand side, and on the right hand side features are there. Okay, asking for the same, but company has done some improvement on its own. Very good Anuj, absolutely right. So understand this. So what is one dimensional? Try to understand this. Here, when it was not there, so if I start from this quadrant, when there is not, that feature is not there, that means 2-month pen writing is not available. Company is not providing this. Okay, but company internally has done some kind of improvement, and they are improving, slowly going in that direction. Now they have reached to the level of customer satisfying. Yes. So now understand this. If the pen stops at, let's say, half a month, 15 days mein pen stops, so that will be dissatisfied. No? Customer will be dissatisfied. Understand this. Okay. Here, let's say pen stops working at 1 month. That is this point, 0th point. Okay. Now, what if they go ahead and make it to 2 months? Now, in this case, what will happen is, customer, if I draw here, customer is very happy. And this improvement is called one dimensional. It is already there. One dimensional meaning that feature is already there, present, and you are just improving that feature further. That is called one dimensional. The bank, imagine your bank. Okay. Self-improvement, yes, self-improvement, you can say internal improvement, and companies providing a better result for the customer, better experience for the customer. Imagine your bank is giving you lesser interest rate on your loan. That is a one dimensional. ये कोई होने वाला नहीं है, लेकिन I'm just giving you example. Let's say this month they are giving 10%. Next year they are giving 9%. After that 8%. How delighted you will be, right? That is called one dimensional. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Okay. You know what is this diagram? Now, what is this? A lot of people ask me, what is this over time? Okay, you know what is this? See, just for अभी बात निकली है तो मैं explain करता हूँ. See, what is delighter? Delighter में we haven't given it. The moment you give it, customer will become exponentially happy if that is given. Okay. Now, let's say delighter. Once you provide a delighter, understand this. over the period of time, the delighter becomes must be characteristic. I repeat again. If that is a delighter you have provided, over the period of time, it becomes a delight. It becomes a must be characteristic. Meaning, for example, earlier, if you remember, let's say 10 years, 15 years ago, we used to get two cars. Yes, airbags, very good. So air condition, non-AC car and AC car. Okay, so AC was kind of a delighter. Okay, wow, AC car, no? That was a delighter some few years ago. Now AC has become a must-be characteristic. Without AC, there is no car. Airbags. Without airbags, there is no car. Airbag was one at at one point in time was a delighter, but now it has become a must-be. Are you understanding? Yes. So if you don't provide, let's say the people who were senior people, if you remember Kingfisher Airlines, remember that? Now the moment, otherwise the other airlines like Air India, etc., they were not providing the on-air entertainment services, right? The movies, etc. But Kingfisher had that services. Now that was a delighted at that point in time, but over the period of time that became a must be. If the entertainment service is not functioning one day, that will be dissatisfying the customer. Okay, that becomes it becomes the must be characteristics. Anyway, chalo, clear hai? So first four. So what Kano says, whenever you categorize voice of customer, okay, categorize them into these three. Is it a must be requirement of the customer? Is it a one dimensional requirement? And is it a delighter requirement? Now you take, if there is a requirement, a voice of customer, which is saying about must be, that must be is not there. It must be there, but it is not there. Then this should be your priority number one. Okay. And if all the must be's are taken care of, they are doing very well, customer is very happy with that, meaning satisfied with that, then you focus on one dimensional. That is your priority number two. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Again, we are going into the details of it, but we should not. Okay, clear? Just a 5-10 minutes digression. Okay, clear hai? So whenever you have a project which is externally driven from voice of customer, follow these templates. Okay. Most of the times, 80% of the times, you will get project from VOB, voice of business. Okay. That's my experience, because management will let you know about, or tell you to do the project internally. Okay. That's where we should start from the baseline trends. What is baseline trends? Whatever data you will collect for the project, first you make a trend analysis or a pie chart or whatever. Let's say if there is a sales which is going down. Okay. So you make a time series plot of, these are just what you can say sample graphs we have put, but you have to put the trend chart over here just to showcase this is my current situation. Okay, graphically. Clear? Then project charter, very simple. So we are not going into that. Then SIPOC. See, understand this. We have given what we have done here. We have taken one example of food quality improvement. Okay, very common project, very generalistic project. So manufacturing people, service people, everybody can understand and correlate. Okay. Now, what you guys can do is, these are the reference things already inserted. For example, how to write a problem statement. Data collected from Jan to December 21 shows that the hotel's average food is 5 out of 10, etc., etc. So you can just refer this and make your own statement. You can refer this business case and make your own business case. Okay. You can refer your goal statement, and here you can see everything has been explained in the comment section. If you put comment, let's say baseline, if you read the comment, author says average of baseline review period. What is baseline? Whatever average you have taken for 12 months, that is called a baseline. Then the next one is current. What is current? When you start the project, what is the latest month performance. You can see here the comment says latest month performance. Let's say you are in the month of, let's say, January. So what was the December's performance? That will come is the current. Okay. Then comes the target. Target is self-explanatory. Then comes the entitlement. What is entitlement? Your own best performance during the baseline period. In those 12 months, what was your best performance? And then industry benchmark. What is there in the industry? What is the industry benchmark? If you know the number, put it over there. Okay. These are all the things. Self-explanatory. SIPOC, we all know. It is already a given SIPOC over here. You can refer that. Stakeholder analysis. Correct. And so one example, few examples have been given here. Then if a process map can be drawn, that will be great. So here there is a process map also we have given just as a sample. You can create your own process map. Generally everybody has their own process map already. So you can copy and paste your process map over there. Okay. And then now every phase wise, understand this, every phase we have a action plan. Now what is this action plan? During this discussion, try to understand this. Okay. There are few tasks which we discussed during the meeting. Those tasks immediately we have to make it. So every template, the last sheet is about the action plan. Okay. So this is the meeting date. What is the task we discussed? For example, let's say data collection for 3 months. Okay. So this is the task I will write. I will write the responsible person, the due date, what is the current status, and comments, whatever. Okay. So as you discuss, just open this sheet and put the task action items with responsibility and the target date. Okay. So that when we will meet the next time, you can review this task list and you can take, fatafat action on this. Okay. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. So this is a define phase templates. Very simple. Clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Pretty much self-explanatory. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, once you, so let me just quickly open. Once you do that, then we'll go to the measure phase template, right? So let me open the measure phase template for you. All right. So here we go, the measure phase template. Okay. All right. So the first one, no, that's what Anujji, you are absolutely right. We have done some modification now. So these templates which I am showing you now, they are filled up templates. So we will replace the old templates with these templates. Okay. Right. So you can check out these templates in next couple of days. There are some templates still under construction. Okay. But once it is completed, they will be uploaded in green belt, black belt, master black belt. तीनों में भी हम लोग डाल देंगे. ठीक है ना? तो आप refer कर सकते हो. You are right. Your observation is absolutely right. So those two sheets which were not available, those were added actually later on. Okay, chalo. And here you will understand a lot of other things also we have added. Now in the measure phase, the first one is operational definition. What is operational definition? What data? Now in measure phase, what do? We collect the data, right? So before we collect the data, we define what data to be collected, which data, where, from where, when that should be collected, who will collect the data, how that data should be collected, how much data has to be collected, all these things. Okay. So this has been given a template with example given. Okay. Sample answers given so that you can refer them. All right. Then comes the XY matrix. How many of you remember XY matrix? Now this is recently added. How many of you remember XY matrix which we just completed last week? Just type last week. No, I think this Monday only. No, this last Monday, right? We had a XY matrix Yes, Monday only 6 days ago. Correct? So the people who are not aware, please check for this tool, please check the Monday recording, the last recording from in our masterclass archive. All right. In the masterclass archive, if you remember, on Monday we had a internet glitch in the middle of the session. So there are 2 videos got created because the recording got disrupted. Okay, so there are 2 videos. One video is around 25 minutes, second video is around 30 minutes. Okay, so just one below another, there are 2 videos. Okay, so there was one query on the the mentor's number that the video is only half an hour video. Okay, but the 2 videos are just one above other. Okay, anyways, so XY matrix. Now, what is the objective of XY matrix? XY matrix objective is to find out what are the critical X's here. What is critical X's here? See, we have given you the sample as well. Okay, remember the same example we have given here, the coffee wala example, right? So what is the objective of XY matrix? To find out, okay, here you can see here this one, to find out what are the critical X's and all the X's, by the way. So it will find out all the X's and then it will find out what are the critical X's. So when we will collect all the X's, now understand this, in measure phase, remember my word, in measure phase, we never discuss about X's. I hope you remember this equation. Okay, if no, just write this down. Y is equal to function of X, write this down. In define and measure phase, we do not discuss about X's. Okay. So, understand this. Control C. Okay. So, in define and measure phase, we only focus on our output variable. Understand this. In analyze, improve and control, we focus on input variable X. Y is the output and X is the input variable. So define and measure, we only focus on Y, the output. So we collect the data of output. We make the trends of the output. We'll make the Pareto chart of the output. We'll make the time series plot histogram of the output. We will make the process capability of the output and not inputs. Understand this. Are you clear the distinction? Just give me a yes in the chat box. Output and input, everybody is clear about it. Just give me a quick yes. So define and measure phase is only focusing on the output what you are. And when we switch to analysis phase, then we start focusing on the X's which are required, which are impacting your output. Okay. Now, then the question arises, then why we are doing XY matrix in measure phase when we are not doing anything for X? So here is the answer for this. The answer for this is, once we do the XY matrix, we get all the X's. These are the X's. So we will check whether do we have the data for all these X's. If the data is not there, we can start collecting the data. Why? Then only in the analysis phase, we can do some validation. Yes. Let's say, for example, if I have to do regression, correct? I need this data, na, X and Y. If this X data is not there, then what do? We can't do it, right? So better we start collecting in the measure phase itself. Are you clear with the objective of XY matrix? Just give me yes in the chat box. Everybody is clear? Just give me a quick yes. Have you understood why XY matrix has been placed here strategically? Yes, very good. Very nice. Now, so once XY matrix is done, then you start collecting the data about these X's. Okay. If it is not there, if you have a very good data collection mechanism, then fantastic, you are on the right track. But if not, this is a time to start it. Okay. Now, then comes, now see, why the projects get delayed. One of the reason is not having data to validate. That could also be a very important reason for delaying the project. Are you understanding? Yes? Very good. Now then, Then comes the measurement system analysis, MSA. So there are two parts. If we have discrete data, we have attribute and agreement analysis. Okay, this is called attribute agreement analysis. So this is the template for this. If you have continuous data, then we have gauge R and R. So this is a template for gauge R and R. Now, this was also not there in the original template, which we have added. Okay. So if required, you can use these templates to make attribute agreement analysis and gauge R and R. See, we have two options. You can directly go and do it in Minitab, or you can do this template. Both options are available in front of you. So we have given both options available. Okay. All the formula, everything has been already fed into this. So you don't have to worry about it. Both Minitab also formulas are there. Here also formulae are there. So you don't have to worry. Just feed the data and yeah, path of the template is go to green belt and scroll right at the bottom. You will find a project templates. So from there you can download these templates, but we have modified this. Why we have taken this class is because we have modified these templates recently, which will get uploaded in next couple of days. Okay. So then after that you download them. These are all downloadable templates. Then data analysis. So once we collect the data, then we do the screening of the data. Remember, histogram, box plot, time series plot, right? Pareto, control charts. Yes, so all these things you can place it over here. So we have given you them some sample graphs. Okay, and then you find out your process capability. What is your sigma level? What is your DPMO, PPM? All these things you can do over here. Okay, so there is a conversion calculator also provided, and at the end of this there is an action plan. Same, every template will have an action plan. Now this action plan is for this particular phase. Whatever we have discussed, whatever data collection, whatever some action, any discussion with the management, all these are the tasks which will keep on noting down with the responsibility and with the due date. So this is about the major phase templates. Are you clear? Just give me a quick yes in the chat box. Very good, very good. So once the major phase is done, then we'll go to the analyze phase, right? So analyze phase. Now there are a lot of changes in the analysis phase we have done. Very good. So analyze phase will always start with what? Fishbone analysis, right? So this is the very first template, which is fishbone, where you will find out all the categories: man, machine, method, material, mother nature, etc. So you will list down all the causes here. Okay. So those causes will be primary causes. Yes, 6 M's, absolutely right. So those are the primary causes. Once those are identified, then you list them in the primary causes here. Okay, brainstorming. So whatever brainstorming, whatever 6 M's analysis you have done, whatever is the output, you will list it over here. Okay. Now, understand, this is very interesting. Let's say you have 30 to 40 primary causes. This is quite possible. If you have a very good team and they find out the causes, even if you remember, we do a quick brainstorming of a Titanic case, right? During the Yellow Belt live session also, we get easily 15 to 20 different causes. Now, once we list these causes, doing all the causes, what you can say, going for all the causes root cause analysis will be a humongous task. Okay. That's where what we do is we prioritize some of the primary causes. Now, for prioritization, one thing is XY matrix we already know. This is amazing tool for prioritization, which we already spoke of, right? Whichever X has maximum number, for example, let me show you this example. Look at this. In this case, coffee flavor is having 139 marks, coffee creamer is having 126, and beans freshness is having. So these are the critical X's. Okay, so you can implement XY matrix. This is one way of finding out the critical factors, critical causes. Okay, there is second example or second what you can say way, which is called n by 3 method. N by 3 method. Now n by 3 is used for solution prioritization. N by 3 can be used the causes prioritization as well. So here we are using n by 3 method for primary cause prioritization. Okay, see, either XY matrix or n by 3, you can use either of these. Okay, I would prefer this one, XY matrix, better, because XY matrix has some added advantage. All right, yes, this is also newly added. Very good, good observation, Kiranji. Now what is n by 3 method? N by 3 method is, let's say for example, n meaning number of primary causes. Okay, just for our understanding, we have 9 primary causes. So n by 3 meaning 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3, right? So every team member will get 3 votes. Okay, every team member will get 3 votes, and those team member have to give those votes to the causes. For example, here we will list the causes on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then let's say Ajay will come, give the vote to 1, 2, and 1, 3, and 5. Vijay will come, gives the vote to 1, 2, and 5. Sanjay will come and vote 1, 5, and 9. Sujay 1, 2, and 6. So we count the votes. Let's say the first cause has got 4 votes, second has got 2, third has got fifth has got third has got 2, and fifth has got 3. So these are the yellow ones have scored the maximum. So what we have done is we have reduced the top what you can say. So we have made the top priority primary causes to 1 by 3. That means, let's say out of 9 we have only selected 3 primary causes. These are the most critical causes. Okay, you can take a little lower than, for example, if you feel that let's say second also is critical one, so you can take that as well. Okay, so by doing this, you can reduce the number of primary causes and focus on the critical primary causes, because 80-20 rule will be applicable everywhere. So actually, at the hindsight, we are actually implementing 80-20 only. Because if we start working on all the primary causes, let's say primary causes are 20, 30, 40, then finding out root causes for all these will be very humongous task. So first prioritize it, and then we'll go for root cause analysis. Okay, are you clear, everybody with me? Are you getting the flow of from where we started and where we are going? Just give me a quick yes. Anybody who is lost, please let me know. Clear enough? Flow clear हो रहा है? So we are in the middle of analysis phase right now. Analyze phase में. Clear? Very good, very good, very good. Then comes, once we listed, let's say after n by 3, these are, let's say 3 causes we have identified. I'm just giving you example. Or out of 30 causes we have identified, let's say 10 causes. Then we go for validation of those causes. Okay, now again validation के लिए we have hypothesis, regression, what you can say, DOE, and a lot of things we can do. And once the validation happens, that means the causes are real true causes, then only we'll go for the why analysis. Understand this? Once the validated, so here you can see, let me just increase a little. What we have written is validated primary causes. Once those validated primary causes, so that means whatever we have prioritized, in that also there will be few causes which will get not validated. So those also have to be removed. And only validated prioritized primary causes will be kept here, and then we will do why analysis. Now we are only focusing on the top priority primary causes. Are you understanding? That saves a lot of time and that brings a lot of focus. And we are focusing on the top priority critical primary causes rather than working on all the primary causes and get exhausted. I have seen people getting exhausted in the process. And their enthusiasm dies down. So to avoid that, just First identify primary causes, prioritize them, validate them, then you go for Viva analysis. Are you clear this strategy? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear, everybody? Very good, very good. So once the Viva analysis is done, what is the outcome? The root causes. Then you will have the root cause prioritization matrix as well, where we use basically something similar to the FMEA kind of a template, where all the root causes are kept, then these kinds of ratings are given and multiplication of the rating is given, and whichever root cause scores the highest, so we can take 50%, okay, top 50% root causes we can take, and then we take it for the improve phase. Okay, and no, again, the top root causes also have to be validated, by the way. Okay, see why analysis phase takes the maximum amount of time in our project. Analyze phase and improve phase, these are the two phases which takes maximum amount of time. Why? Because of these. Okay, we have to collect the data, validate them, go deeper into causes and root causes and all the stuff, right? And again, in this slide as well, we have action plan sheet introduced, so that whatever has been discussed, whatever has been decided, you just put it down. Okay, this is a very good habit. Anywhere you go for a meeting, just make an action plan. You should never end up a meeting without action items. If you come out of the meeting without action item, it's a failure, because you will forget everything what has been discussed. So always, and if you go and meet any client, after 1 hour, immediately send the minutes of meeting on their email, on their WhatsApp, whatever it is. Okay, that shows the professionalism you are following. All right. So that is the analysis phase. Once it is done, then comes the improve phase. Let me just take you to the improve phase template. Here we go. Just a second. Okay, so improve phase starts from Scamper. So now we have prioritized validated root causes. Here you can see prioritized validated root causes, right? Now this is a Scamper. We substitute, combine, add up, modify, you so that you can identify the solutions here. Okay. Along with the Scamper, we have added few more. For example, there is something called ISCAP analysis, which is also there in your curriculum. ISCAP analysis, which generally used in the Lean tool, which is similar to Scamper. It is eliminate, simplify, combine, automate, and parallel. The template has been given. It's a self-explanatory template. There is another optional technique we have given, which is called critical questioning technique. Okay. It is also called a 6R2I technique, which means remove, rearrange, reverse, reduce, replicate, replace, and there are 2 I's like isolate and inspect. These are some of the techniques to identify the solutions. All right. And of course, we have learned a lot of other techniques like differential diagnosis, like reverse brainstorming, like 6 thinking hats. There are so many techniques which we can use to generate the ideas. Now you can use ChatGPT as well. Okay. So then once we identify a lot of ideas, again, understand, generate, then prioritize, generate and prioritize, generate the causes, prioritize the causes, generate the root causes, prioritize the causes, generate the solutions, prioritize the solution. Are you understanding this? This is what has been the entire template. Okay. So here there is effort benefit analysis, EB matrix. Everybody must be aware of this EB matrix. So once the solutions are generated, now you are categorizing solutions between, high effort, high benefit, high effort, low benefit, low effort, high benefit, low effort, low benefit. Okay. And you are selecting low effort, low benefit and low effort, high benefit solutions where you can easily implement them and take it to the next level. Again, here also you can use N/3 for solution prioritization, the same method. Earlier was for the causes prioritization. This one is for the solution prioritization. The technique remains the same. Here, instead of number of causes, here number of solutions. Okay. And this is another optional method. So here in the bracket we can mention optional. Okay, effort benefit is recommended. When there is no optional written, that means it is recommended, and in bracket optional meaning you can go for that as well. Okay, so this is also one of the prioritization metrics you can think of in the solution prioritization. Once it is done, then you make the risk assessment. Very important phase. Okay, now I mentioned that day, I believe on Monday or on Saturday, that Indigo fiasco was solution risk assessment. Are you understanding? What was the root cause? After Ahmedabad plane crash, the DGCA and some of the top officials have made certain changes in the rule that the pilot should not overtime, should not do the overtime. Okay, so there was a strict rule implemented without risk assessment. Now they would have done some risk assessment, but that was not enough. Okay, and because of that, the impact was felt that day, and now the chaos is still there, right? It will continue for another week or so. So what is the solution risk assessment? The proposed solution, whatever you have, yes, and then the associated risk. Now what is associated risk? This is a table given. Okay, let me just quickly run through this table just for your understanding. In the y-axis we have probability of happening. For example, if it is a very rare, see the bottom line. See, if it is very rare, that means less than 5% probability. Unlikely, more than 5% probability. Maybe 10%, moderate 50%, mostly 80%. Certain, that means you are sure about it, more than 90%. So these are the probability of happening. Okay, in FMEA it's kind of occurrence. Remember, occurrence is similar to probability of happening. What is the probability of that happening? That is called occurrence. Okay, now here on the x-axis there are consequences. Now understand this. There are insignificant consequence, minor consequence, moderate, major, and critical. Now if it is certain and critical, it is extremely risky. If it is mostly and critical, again extremely. So red color, extremely risky. The next shade is high risk. Then there is a moderate risk, there is low risk, and there is no risk. So just follow this template and find out at what category your associated risk is lying right now, and accordingly you have to find out a mitigation plan. Are you understanding? So whatever you are implementing, okay, I don't know whether I have shared this. In one of the company, in automotive company, the paint which is used, on the exterior of the car body, they made a very minute change in the what I can say, in the ratio, okay, of the mixing. That ratio was so minutely changed, but they did not do. They thought that it will not impact much. But after some time, they started getting customer complaints of, the paint is going very bad, and it was coming out. All those stuff started coming. So this is a clear indication that after changes, they have not done the risk analysis. Okay. So solution risk analysis is very important. Once it is done, now again, has it to be done for every solution? No. The critical solutions which can impact your quality, the safety, okay, the performance, etc. Okay, those have to be gone for the solution risk assessment. And then solution action plan. This is the solution action. Now this is the actual action plan for the solutions you have identified. So this is the solution. Then for the solution, what actions you have to take, who is the responsible person, what is the due date, what is the current status, comments, etc. So a sample solution action plan has been provided for you. After that, there is a change management request. Now what is the change management? Very interesting. See, because we are making a lot of changes in the process, we have to change the standard operating procedure, right? So here you have to write the solution, what is the related document like standard operating procedure, what changes will be required, who is responsible, what is the target date. What is the related format? There could be some records that has to be changed. Okay, so you have to write all the details. Okay, what are the training requirements? Because the training also has to be given to the people accordingly, right? So all these things is about change management. Okay, so this is the improve phase template, and let me share with you the control phase template as well, which is for the sustenance part, right? Here we go. So the control phase, so the first one is before and after, because by the time you reach control phase, you already see some kind of improvement, right? So here you can see before and after, you know, the control chart, trend, etc. You can showcase. Then process control plan. So you have to have a very stringent control on the process control, right? On the process. So all the excess. So you have to monitor all the excess. Who is responsible? What is the frequency of data collection? What action, if any deviation found, what action they will take? Everything. So a sample has been given for you. You can refer that. Okay. Then we use control charts in the control phase, right? So I chart, IMR chart, X bar R chart, X bar S chart, P chart, U chart, C chart, NP chart. Remember, all these control charts we use in the control phase. So that we have given. Then there would be few solutions which are not yet implemented. In the process of implementation, maybe it would take some time for approval. It would take some time for capex requirement, etc. Right? So those you have to write over here. Then an audit plan, how you will do the audits, whether people are following the system properly or not. And then the training plan. Okay, so you will write the training plan, what kind of training has to be given, when it is to be planned, etc. So this is all the control phase template which has been given. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. So there are few cases where the empty templates we will fill it up. Okay, and within next couple of days we will have updated templates so that you can download those templates and see, start using these templates. That will give you the clarity and the roadmap completely. Okay, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Use these templates and go with the flow of the template. That's it. Okay, don't deviate here and there. Just go with the template and complete your project. All right. Superb, superb. Any question on this? Please let me know in the chat. I hope this has given you immense amount of clarity.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, Kiran ji, please go ahead.
सर, ये जो सेशन आज का है, ये पूरा 4 महीने का क्रक्स है सर, क्योंकि ये जो टेम्पलेट आपने जो दिखाई है आज बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगी हमें, और जो भी हमारे ओपन पॉइंट थे आज क्लोज हो गए सर.
वाओ,
थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग दिस टेम्पलेट सर. थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
वेरी वेल सेड. गुड. सो आज पूरा क्लियर हो गया ना, पूरा रोड मैप. What you need to do step by step.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Very good, Kiran. Any other feedback or question? Very good. Super. Chalo. So this will be uploaded. Just give us a couple of days. Maybe Monday or maximum by Tuesday, because okay, it will be uploaded. So then you can download them. We'll make sure at least all the templates will be filled up for your reference. Okay, so that you can refer those templates and use them in your project. Okay. So thank you very much for joining in. We have a session on business consulting launch where I'll be discussing on a very interesting roadmap of a blitz consulting model, where in a very short span of time how you can consult your client. If you're interested, join us on the second link at 8:45. Okay. Till the time, see you immediately. Bye bye. Take care.